We actually started with a staff-led team at the very beginning of our DEI journey. And what that looked like is when we met with the senior leadership team and said, hey, we want to embark on doing this work. And in order to do it, we need a staff-led team and we need you to give them this charge. We pitched it as a professional development opportunity internally where folks could actually put that on their what we called at the time RGAs, roles, goals, and accountabilities. But that's basically so that when it comes review time, that they're acknowledged for the work that they put towards this, and it's not just a volunteer, internal volunteer type of exercise. However, with choosing the staff team, we had different leaders recommend people so that we could have representation across, obviously across various races and ethnicities, but in addition, different departments, gender, the LGBTQ community. We really wanted representation of our staff population, age, education, that were a part of the conversations. And so that initial DEI staff group stayed in place, honestly, to this day. Like that initial group is what decided what are the things that the staff needs to learn this year? What are the pieces of work that we want to prioritize and tackle this year? And every year we would cycle on and off different members so that different people had an opportunity to be on that team. And every one of our sites had connection and representation on that team. Most people self-selected, they wanted to be a part of the group. Oftentimes executive directors, especially as we got further along in the years, would put the ask out who's interested, or based on what individuals said they want to do to grow, their managers would recommend them for this, and then someone would be chosen. We also had two levels, as we got larger, had two levels of this working, where we had the team that I'm talking about was the core national team where you had representatives from across the organization. But as some of those local teams got large, we encouraged those individuals to build a local team. And so there were people who were involved in the conversation or supporting local learning, even if they weren't a part of the national team. And that helped us constantly have a pipeline for this work and to build understanding and learning around this work. Now, I will say, though, one of the biggest challenges we faced is capacity. So while folks were happy to volunteer to be a part of the group, once they got into it, not everyone could put the same amount of time. And the way we balance that is by having them have at least one partner. We encourage them to have another partner to be a co-lead. So if they couldn't make a call, a national call, that person could fill in and then helping with lead the local work. But as you know, some teams are on point and then some people are falling down. And then you have to kind of support the teams that need a little bit more support. And so that is often an ongoing thing depending on what's going on in our sites.